here to make sure it all kicks in.
Are we in viewer land yet?
It takes a second. From the time I hit go to the time it kind of fully updates online here, it takes a few seconds. Just gonna make sure people can hear us okay.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Well, usually some people check, at least 1 or 2 come into the stream.
Yeah, exactly. All right, good evening, guys. DeathClock Dave here, and welcome to another Wednesday night live stream battle report. Feels like it's been a little while since we've had Monpoc on the stream, or I guess streamed regularly. We had a bit of a different schedule with Attack X recently, so that was a lot of fun. Lots of great games for both the War Machine and Hordes and 40K. That was a new one for me, but got some content up there for both of those systems, so check that out on the channel. If you guys can just let me know that you can hear me okay, that would be great. Hey, Christian, if you can just let me know if you can hear me okay, that would be perfect just before we get too far. So before we jump in, just want to talk a little bit about one of the local guys in our meta here. So Draco's Dragoon Studios is an awesome painter and converter, and he does some super cool projects. I'm going to try to show you guys on the camera some of the cool stuff that he has done for me. He's done some cool conversions and some really cool like comic book style painting of my Monpoc stuff. So if you can check him out online. On Facebook, Draco's Dragoon Studios, he's got lots of great pictures of the stuff that he's done. He's done some amazing like scratch build stuff. This guy the sculpting that he does is crazy. He's also got a stream on Twitch, so Twitch TV, Draco's Dragoon. You can find him on there. He does a hobby stream each week, so he teaches you how to do kit bashing and conversions and painting and different stuff. So there's some really cool stuff on there. One of the projects that he did that you can actually watch if you're interested is the custom donut shop that he did for me, and I'll show you that. And so he's got the full how-to on how he did that, so you can check that out. And also on Instagram, you can check him out there for pictures of the stuff that he does. He also does commissions, so if you like the stuff that he's doing, hit him up for a quote. If there's something that you want to have done or a model that you want to look cooler, check him out there. I'll be posting some pictures of the stuff he's done for me on the Facebook page so that you guys can have a closer look at there as well, because it's really cool, and I'm sure that the video camera is not going to give us justice on those. So, all right, so just going to switch over to our board here. There's a little bit of a glare there. We'll get better as we kind of get stuff put on, and I apologize there, guys. Thank you, Christian, for confirming that you can hear okay. You should see the player board now. And so this evening we have myself. I am playing Hammerklak and Ares, and I'm playing against Mr. Matt LeClaire, and he is playing Cybercon with Gorghadra. So in my list, I have, see if I can get all this right. So I've got 2 Hunters, Destructomite, 2 Crawlers, 3 regular Chompers, and an Elite Chomper, Robo-Brontox, 3 Power Pods, Taskmaster, a Saucer, and 3 regular Squicks. And for buildings, I have a Void Gate, Corporate HQ, Mount Terra, Guard Defense Base, a Power Plant, an Imperial State Building, 2 Shadow Sun buildings, the Comet Shard, a industrial complex, which is going to be the custom donut factory, a 1 apartment building, and the Martian command post. So, Matt, what do you have in your list today?
So I've got the 3 Carnatrons. I've got the.
Do you have Elite in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Elite. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
So I've also got the Shinobots with the Elite. I've also got the Rocket Shinobot. Do you remember the name off the top of your head?
I think that's basically it. Rocket. Or Shinobot Gunner, maybe?
Yeah, Shinobot Gunner, you got her.
Yeah.
I got an Uberjet. I also got 4 Belchers, 1 Elite, a Crawler, 2 of the Power Pods, 1 Flying Saucer, 1 Hunter, and then I've got the Vanguard, 3 Vanguard with 1 Elite in there.
Okay, perfect.
For buildings, I have my 2 apartments. I've got my Mount Terra. I've got my industrial complex, power plant. I've got Empire State Building, 2 downtown high-rises.
Yep.
I've got the industrial complex.
Corporate HQ here.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
I need more coffee, I think, is the answer on this one. So yes, people feel free to laugh at me. I've got the Comet Shard, I've got the High Rise, and I've got the Shadow Sun building.
Okay, cool. One thing I did forget is I do have also a Shinobot or a Shinobi jet. UCI jet, I guess it's called. I don't have it, so it's going to be represented by just a flight stand. I don't have him glued on yet because he's not painted, and I do not want to paint him while he's on his stand or spray paint him while he's on his stand. And he's very heavy. Anybody that knows has taken a look at the jet, the UCI jet. It is all metal. Super cool model, but it is all metal. So trying to sticky tack it on there does not work. It works for my hunters because they are light, although they eventually droop. But the Shinobot jet doesn't work so much. And the other thing that sadly didn't, actually it just came in today, the UCI building. So the Uber Core Industries International building, so UCI International, came out last Friday, but mine just came in today, so I've not had a chance to grab it. Otherwise, it would be in this list. If you guys are not familiar with the UCI building, it is fantastic. So it's got, I can't remember what the name of the action is because I don't have the card in my hands, but it's basically this building has the actions of every other building in play. In order to use those actions, you spend 1 white dice and a power dice. So it does have that power dice cost, but you could have just that on your side of the board left, and if your opponent had the full set of buildings in the back, and even if they're secured or not secured, you have access to the actions on those buildings, which is pretty crazy. So looking forward to having that in the list, and I think that's probably going to be a staple in many people's lists. Being destroyer players, we can also take advantage of the UCI discount on units that it provides, but the action ability is pretty powerful. So we rolled off, and Matt won the roll, so he is going first. Curse you, Matt, going first.
You know what? I've had luck lately with the roll-offs.
So I'm going second. I chose Calamity Park just for kicks. I saw that he had Gorghadra and Cybercon. Gorghadra does not have high mobility, so I know there's more building spaces here, so I don't know if that was the right choice. Sometimes I like Isle of Annihilation because it can be hard to get power on that map because there's so few buildings, but Gorghadra likes destroying buildings and gets extra stuff for it, so so that didn't make quite as much sense. So we'll go ahead and work on our placements here. So I'm going to place a UCI building. So here's my, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this okay or not, but UCI building number 1. I'm going to put that right here.
Oh, this ought to be entertaining for you. First time I think I've really played destroyers.
Yes, I'm sure, guys, mistakes will be made on both parts, so just kind of try to keep us honest if you notice us doing anything crazy.
Well, those Uber Core models are just too darn cool.
They are cool. Oh, and here's my Void Gate, so it's kind of done in like a Ghostbusters type style. I really like the kind of glowy, like it's been infested and taken over by stuff.
Every time I see that building now, it's just I hear Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Yeah. Corporate HQ, eh? I'm gonna put what else we got here? I'm gonna put another corporate HQ. So this is another corporate HQ. We've got a helicopter pad on the top. These are all done in the comic book style. So there's kind of some harsh highlights and that sort of thing to make it pop.
What do I want to send out there? My favorite anchor.
Yep. All right. What do we got? Just one green left?
Should be 1 left.
Okay. Let's put. How many spots do we have? Still have all of those. 1 green left. We'll put an apartment building right here.
All right. Another standard in every.
Mount Terra is real good, guys. If you don't have Mount Terra on your list, you need to rectify that immediately because it is very important. So here's the other UCI, or sorry, Shadow Sun building. So it's kind of done in an alternate color scheme, so same colors, but where it's painted is swapped over. I'm going to put this right here in midfield.
Yeah. All right. Is that the right idea? All right. But no, because what buildings do you think right now are like must-haves? Like for my list, I'm going Mount Terra,
Yeah.
Shadow Sun, if you have any units to teleport with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm all like I don't have one yet either, unfortunately, is the Ubercorp building just because of that steel.
Yep. Yep.
What else do you think is a must-have?
Mount Terra, pretty much everybody can take advantage of the industrial complex. +1 speed all around is glorious, no matter who you are. The guard defense base is another one that can be pretty good all around. I've been finding myself not using it as much purely because there's so many fun toys on the map. That's the big thing. Is like there's just so many other things, but the reroll is pretty huge. And Imperial State Building I think is pretty important as well. And of course the new UCI building is going to be pretty sweet because that makes it a bit of a moot point for what you bring, or if you never secure your guard defense base, you still have access to that reroll, which is glorious. And I play Destroyer, so I tend to have a fair amount of power on the board, which is nice. So it's not the tax of the red dice isn't as bad as it potentially seems. It's pretty powerful abilities. Have you placed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I missed your.
I'm sneaky like that.
Oh, some days.
All sneaky
like. All right.
Okay.
But also the other thing with the Ubercorp is like we each have like you start your list with 12 buildings, and honestly we have. How many do you actually access? Like 3 or 4?
You tend to have kind of those few core. Oh, here's the so this is the custom donut shop. So this is done in Canadian style. So this is the standard. So I'm not good enough, unlike Matt. I'm not good enough to win a donut shop. So so there's the standard one. So my donut's bigger, guys. So the standard industrial. So I went a little hog wild when the first wave of buildings came out. So I bought 2 of everything, not realizing that there are going to be so many releases coming. So this is the standard industrial zone building. So it's got a beaver mascot poking through a donut there. So that's pretty cool. And it says Tom Hittor. I can't remember what Dracos actually wrote on there, but it's basically a play on Tim Hortons, which is our Canadian famous coffee shop. So really cool conversion. Again, all of everything on here other than the industrial is all from scratch and custom. So you guys can check out the Twitch stream to see how he's made that. So, all right, carry on. Sorry to hijack you.
Oh, come on, like. That's such a cool model.
It is pretty nifty. I like it. Let's go with.
Man, that comet shard with the comic book just looks so cool.
Yeah, it matches my Planet Eater as well, and it's got I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but there's the kind of the harsh comic book style shading on here too. It's a little easier to see in person.
Yeah.
But it looks kind of comic booky or cartoony, which is pretty cool. I quite like it.
Yeah, no, the comic book style you picked, it looks so cool.
I think it looks good. It just pops. Like it's maybe not realistic looking, but I really like the way it pops and looks in general.
Yeah, like, do you really want complete realistic buildings?
Yeah, I much prefer this look is better for me. So you're gonna get one there. What am I gonna want?
We're playing a game that basically we're pretending kaiju. It's a kaiju horror movie.
Yep.
So, like, I think comic book fits it just well.
Exactly.
All right. What do I want to describe?
Hey, guys, I painted this one myself.
It shows his talent. All right, so I want Gorghadra there. And I want...
Oh, sorry, I have one more building placement.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, you do too.
Oh,
sorry.
Here, I'll just...
Okay, cool.
Makes no difference.
Okay.
We both missed that corner.
Yes.
All right.
My Imperial State Building with the nice highlighting on the top there, and it's a little hard to see, but it's actually got like a color shift. I can't remember if it's color shift or like a blue metallic for the windows, which looks pretty cool. So, all right. So you've placed your 2 monsters. Yep. We're gonna go ahead and put sticky on there for some reason. We're gonna go with Mr. Hammerklak here. Something on the bottom. And we'll go with Ms. Aries here. Yeah. Okay. And if you're all ready, I'll go ahead and start the clock.
Yep, let's start this.
It's Power Gorged. Hey guys, how's it going? It must be late over there. You guys are like, what, 3? Oh, I guess it's not that late. You guys are 3 hours-ish ahead? All right. Good luck, sir. Have fun.
Good luck. Good luck, man.
All right. Now.
We know that's a lie.
And I've zoomed in the camera a little bit, guys. I brought the tripod down quite a bit because I felt like we had a lot of kind of dead area on the outside. So hopefully that looks okay. We'll try to get some better setup with the glare that's on there as well.
Well, and also we're seeing if I can jerry-rig something.
Yeah, we're gonna play around with more top-down. So you guys can let me know in the chat what you find, what you prefer. Like I know there's the top-down view, and then there's kind of this top-down but diagonal view. For me personally, just the way I view things, I sometimes have trouble telling what's what from direct top-down, just because that's often not the silhouette that you're looking at when you're gaming. So I find a little bit of an offset. I just have an easier time seeing things. So let me know what you guys find. I know lots of some of the streams are doing are really cool, like the top down or semi top down, and then like a side camera as well, rather than the dice cam, to get kind of that side view too. So let me know what you guys prefer, and we'll see what we can tweak from there. So
yeah,
and I've totally hijacked Matt's turn. He's just doing stuff.
I need to think.
We got Belchers coming. We've got a Power Pod out there. We've got a Vanguard and a Saucer. What's gonna happen here?
I think that's all I can do. That's not fun. I hate those turns.
I'm totally not gonna have the ideal spawning phase here.
All right.
I haven't done this in so long.
This is the first time I'm missing like pieces I normally use to spawn. I've played way too much Protectors, so it's just.
Where's your Rocket 8?
I'm already missing him. This is not fair. I want my Rocket 8. All right, so I'm done spawning. I'm gonna start my movement here. So I'm gonna fly the little saucer over here, poop out a Power Pod onto there.
Seems good.
All right, 1, 2 on the Power Pod there. And then I'm going to shift him 1, 1, 2, 3 there, controlling both of those. And then I had another plan, but that kind of went to, let's be honest.
Plans are hard.
Thinking's hard.
Thinking is hard.
I'll throw him back here. Hang on, so he's there. So 1, 2. If I go there, 2. Am I allowed to cut my movement in half, drop them, and use the movement?
You cannot interrupt your movement.
You're right.
So you have to either do it before or afterwards.
Okay, never mind.
For what it's worth, that is holding that PowerPoint, but the ability does not stack.
Yeah.
But it's there. If I kill one, you've still got the backup of the other ones.
Go ahead.
All right, let's go ahead and do some spawning. And I already have forgotten my entire plan, guys. This is a good time. So we'll go ahead and spawn a.
So we have 2 clueless spawnings, eh?
Sorry?
2 clueless spawnings.
Yes, exactly. I'm gonna put this beside him so I don't forget.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and spawn. Spawn a couple of chompers, I think. Chomper here, chomper here. We are going to spawn a Squix here.
That's one unit I just like. I see how useful they are meta. I'm just not a fan of the model for some reason.
Yeah, they've got a very Cthulhu look. I like them because they're. I honestly use them primarily for their flying. Like I rarely have them up the field. Maybe not to late game enough to have them doing the stuff that they like to be doing, like disruption and stuff. So
yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and spawn. Remember, Dave. Remember what I need to do. I'm going to bump spawn for a crawler.
Yeah, I just don't like the look of it. Nothing wrong with it.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
But I should get some because they're useful.
Why am I bump spawning that there? Where do I want this crawler? Dave.
Can you not tell me and Dave have like not played this game much lately?
I'm trying to remember the order of operations here. So that's going to be, I'm taking that back.
It's all good.
He's going to come out there. So I will bump spawn the crawler here.
Yeah.
Okay. And we will then got 1 dice left, which can't be used for anything because all of my stuff is secured. All right, so we'll start moving. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Remember how to do stuff here.
What's the fun of that?
This guy is going to fly over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mr. UFO is going to poop out a power pod.
Yep.
Right on here. And he's going to fly over 6. I think he's going to fly to go there. Now I'll have to do that to get that. So he's going to fly to here.
Mm-hmm.
I already feel like I'm messing this up, but we're going for it. Before he goes, the crawler is going to walk through. So he's going to walk through, and I'm going to put him. I'm going to put him right here. So he's going to walk through here and land right there. Let's just put him there. That's going to get rid of 1. Yeah, we'll go with that. You know what? Yeah, that's going to be decisions.
Yep.
There or over by the power pod. He's going to go. Yeah, that's fine. So they don't call me DeathClock Dave for no reason, guys. I got this. All right. I've already messed all the things up. So now he's going to flap over to here.
Yep.
And now he is going to flap over to here, I guess. He's there. I'll flap to there. And I will spend 1 for tectonic shift because I have the dice left anyway. And we'll just shuffle up 2 to here. And that's me. I feel like that was suboptimal. I know I used to, like, back when we were playing more, I kind of had a plan of what had to go where and all that kind of fun stuff.
What's the fun of a plan, Dave? Come on.
I know plans are meant to be thrown out the window.
It's more fun that way.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm securing.
I'll power up, so I get 2, 4, 5 dice off the bat. Those power pods are nice to have.
Yep. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, you got it.
All right. And then I'm going to start moving people because I think that's what I'm supposed to do in this game.
What?
I know, it's a crazy concept. All right, so let's do this. CyberCon has 6. All right, so Gorghadra is going to go up right into here.
Not there.
Oh no. And I feel I'm not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I'm going to do something weird in this case.
Excellent.
Because I want to get rid of the Shadow Sun because I can't strike deep enough into you. And to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to use it that much. Because I hate the rule that even if it's like, if I secure my Shadow Sun,
You
that
can still fly through. Yeah, it's pretty.
I disagree with that rule.
Yep. Yeah, it can be pretty interesting.
Yeah. What can you do? All right. So.
Nick, you love Hammerklak. You love how fast he is. How he gets crunch.
Yep. All right. So I'm gonna have CyberCon. So with the Destructomite, it doesn't matter what touches him, he blows things up.
With the crawler, correct. It's if it's a shot or a punch, everything adjacent for units goes away.
All right. So Gorghadra is actually gonna punch your Saturn Sun building.
Okay.
All right.
It is a mighty defensive 7.
Yep. And I get. 7. You know what? The way dice rolls I've been having lately, should probably have something. All right. And that is why I should have had more dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. I like it.
No.
Thank you for that.
All right. So that burns some dice, which I'm not happy about. All right. CyberCon is gonna blast the same buildings.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Cool.
Might as well,
You
right?
do not roll blues against the shadow. That's the kicker.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. Shadow screen, I believe it's called.
Yeah, you're right. That takes away that plan. All right, I'm gonna target that Destructomite.
The crawler, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why am I having names? All right.
The Destructomite is the centipede-looking guy.
And he has a defense of 4, right?
He has 4 and 5 with cover, so. I'm sure I'm not cheating.
Might not.
I'm a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you got it. So boom.
And then my Belcher gets blown up too.
That's right.
And get that dice back.
Mm-hmm. I do not get a power dice for that because it is returned. It's not a destroyed when the unstable rule goes off.
All right, and I've used both of them. I'm not transferring dice, so coming out.
All right, sounds good. So I'm going to go ahead and take a monster turn because I have to. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power dice as well. So again, when you're doing the Shadow Sun thing, you don't maximize your power, but it can be disruptive. I much prefer landing there so I can contest all of them, but you have things there. So you have a small monster turn or a full unit turn coming. All right. I go up to there. Okay, so we will go ahead and start by moving Ares. So I am securing, not securing that, I'm securing that. She has a speed of 7.
Yeah.
Okay, she's going to go to here.
If you're starting to build a list, because like in the forums lately, I've been seeing people are getting into this game, which is awesome. One thing to look at is the teleport rule is one of the best rules in this game to utilize.
Teleport's good.
And just
all right.
With the Shadow Sun buildings, now with Ubercorp's got the jet.
Yeah.
You know, if you're playing Zora Maximum, you can basically throw him where. Zora Raven has the teleport, doesn't he, or no?
I don't believe so. He's more...
He's a punchy.
Yeah, he's more punchy than... I can't fully remember. Nobody. I haven't really seen anybody use him. Oh, no, I think Power Warriors might have done one called the B-List Boys. I can't remember if...
The B-List Boys?
I can't remember if he was in there or not. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spend 1 to poop out a pod here.
But yeah, teleport is good.
Yes.
Oh, that's stupid.
And then I'm going to step once to here. Okay. And that is me.
Why do you do these things to me?
I make you make choices. So Matt and I played at Attack X for a fun game, and Matt made a mistake of leaving his Sky Sentinel out in the boondocks where I could throw him into a double building. So I played this list once before, but I didn't get to use any of the tricks and stuff. I just kind of...
Oh yeah,
I was able to capitalize on a positioning error, so I wanted to play this and actually start learning the tricks of things.
All right. I gotta get rid of that pod. All right, I'm gonna have to take a unit turn.
Okay.
I hate doing that.
I like it.
You're too happy, Dave, sometimes. Why do you do this to me, man?
Decisions.
Yes. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, so I'm gonna use the Ubercorp jet just because it's... no, that won't do me any good right now. All right, so let's get some crawlers back in.
Oh, nice one, Nick. I didn't even think about dropping the power pod that way before she moved and then securing here. That would have been interesting.
Mistakes, right? Like,
yeah, because those could all be shifted over, and I just need one more. So I knew there's something that seemed not quite right there. So
yeah, because like that's the...
Because if I shuffle the conga line over 1, then I'm still... Oh, no, I'm not, because I have to have those 3 touching, so yeah.
Anyway, all right, so the conga line. All right, so I'm gonna play... I need to kill that stupid thing.
No, don't do it.
All right, so the So people, I do apologize being a little slower with the. I've never really played
It's okay.
but well, I know you're patient. Some of them might not be.
No, we're good. This is the DeathClock Dave channel. It's not about being fast, especially if it's going to make you make a mistake. Take your time, figure things out.
Oh,
And your hunter was 2, right?
Yep.
Cool. Perfect.
Yeah, but no. Yeah, but the mistakes are when the game gets fun, though.
Well, that's often win conditions too. Like placement is a big part of this game, and if somebody doesn't see a double building throw or something, or somehow leaves themselves open, then that can be pretty huge.
And with the Empire State Building, I can't move control building.
That is correct. Yeah.
That would have been too funny to do.
Yes, that can be mean. Going first, you can really, again, it's a resource sink, but you can really play with your opponent if there's a key building that you know that they need.
Yeah, the problem is, like, I did that off this, when the Empire buildings first came out. Alright, so I'm done my deployment. So the saucer is going to go 1, 2, boom, and then the hunter, this hunter can move 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just place him right there. So I'll leave that pathway clear because that's got to go away. And then I'm going to play this guy back here. So it does that, what I want. This guy goes back here. Again, because you can't contest both of those.
Yeah.
How many? There's a trade-off with the crawler.
He doesn't have an attack or anything.
No, I was wondering if he had wait, he still got that movement. I can't block it the way I wanted to. All right. I was trying to be sneaky and move something so you.
He doesn't have all terrain though, so he can't get. Oh, he does. Sorry, I lied. So he can get to that tree, but the key place that I want to be is there.
Yeah, either one of those spots. I'm not letting you take that.
Nope.
All right, so that point is done. So my hunter is going to take out your power pod.
No, power pod. He has a mighty defense of 3, goes up to 2. Sorry, goes up to 3 for cover, and you have penetrators. So yeah. I am a 2 effectively. So how many dice you rolling?
4.
Okay, sounds good.
There we go.
You got her. Boom. This will go away. You get your 1 power dice.
Yeah. And at that point, I have to call it. I'm going to call it a turn, sir.
Okay. Sounds good. So I'm going to go ahead and take a monster turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just have to figure out how I'm going to make that work, and if I have enough dice to make it work. So there. Okay. And also, Gorghadra is defense of
8.
Okay.
Yep. One piece of advice from that game where I made a mistake: always watch. If somebody has full power dice, they can almost throw you across the board.
Yes.
I was watching the immediate singles, but not the 8 squares double.
Yeah. So I'm going to spend 1 to Mount Terra. So 1, 2. I'm going to fly to here. Speed 7. I'm going to spend 1 to. Oh, sorry, I have to power up 2. 1, 2, 3. So I have enough to go to full. Dave plays this game, guys.
Dave tries to cheat. Everybody keep an eye on.
Yes. I'm going to spend 1 to abduct your crawler or your belcher.
Which one?
That one right there.
Okay, and that means basically destroy it, but no dice.
That's right. So I'm going to spend 1 to step into here.
Oh.
And then.
Again, I didn't put myself in a double. I'm still doing good, people. Still doing good.
This is going to be. Let's see. There. I thought that was going to go there. Or he is going to go there. I'm going to run out of dice real quick. So you're an 8. Okay. Oh, wait. Ares is going to. Do I like that movement? Space there.
So we just want to start punching each other.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to body slam. Or sorry, I'm going to. Do I want to body slam you or toss you? Body slam you to there. Toss you back to there. But if I throw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get to there, I need to leave back 7. There's 4. I don't think that's going to work. So we'll just have to go with. I figured out how to get you into a double, but I think I just gotta.
You gotta be good, behave and go for the single.
Yeah, I think so. So there.
Oh, I see it too, but
There.
that's a lot of dice to burn to make it realistic.
Yeah, well, I don't have enough action dice, so if I do that to there, near 7, so I need to do. I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you're gonna go to there. Oh yeah, I did do this correctly. He can be there. No, I didn't, because he needs to be. Oh, decisions. He's there. He's gonna be right there. Yeah. Okay. So we'll try it. So Ares is going to attempt to body slam you.
Okay.
Or throw you. So we're gonna go with you're an 8. So this seems like a bad plan. 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then I need to. This does seem like a bad plan.
I like it.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7. Oh, that feels bad. Okay, we're going for it.
Come on, dice god.
Looking for an 8. Come on. Wow, that would do it. So
it.
you're going to be tossed to here. So bloop, right here.
Okay.
Smash this.
Okay, so that's for 3.
Right here. Okay. So that is that. I'm going to get 2 back for that. And I get these all back. And we're going to try, I'm going to step with Hammerklak for 1, and I will take 1 damage.
Mhm.
I'll get this all updated after the fact.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to try and toss you with Hammerklak. So there's those. That. 4. All right, looking for an 8.
Come on, dice. Be nice.
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. So you go all the way over, and I threw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7s.
7.
7. We'll send you all the way over to there. Boom.
So that's for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, and I'm going to get 2 back for that. Oh, I'm going to get 4 back for that, actually. There's 2 buildings.
3.
Oh, don't forget you're riled as well. Double check the wording when you're riled.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so I get 1.
And I'm just going to, that's going to be me. I'm just going to pause for a moment and update.
Yeah,
So I'm
no.
going to take 1 there.
So I get 2 reds because it's 2 separate attacks.
Yes,
riled.
that's right. Yeah. So Hammerklak is down to 9. And what's CyberCon at?
Cybercon's at 11.
CyberCon, or sorry, yeah.
Gorghadra's down to 3.
3.
According to my math, please check that as I'm bad at math.
So you took
Oh.
1, 2, 3 for the initial, and then 5. So yeah. 5. What's that? 8 and 3 is 11. Yep, you're good. Okay, so we're all good there. Oh, I'm gonna switch you to.
I promise, I try not to cheat.
So first monster, I just have to get the hyperness in there. That's not that one. There we go. We're hyper. All right, so mega throw across, and that is all I can do. I have no dice left, so that is over to you, sir.
All right, so I'm taking a monster turn.
Mhm.
I'll power up, so I get 5.
1, 2. You won't get any there, but you'll get 1, 2,
It's
3,
it's gonna be a
4.
point.
Yep, you're good. You're good.
I only have 4 dice remaining.
Perfect.
All right, so I need to do some major damage to you. Somebody comment laughing at me right now.
Oh, I might have mathed wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it was an 8 throw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, you do have to be 1 forward this way. There you go. Cool.
Okay.
Thanks, Nick. It was an 8 throw, so he's just touching him. So
Okay, this still does the damage I don't want.
excellent.
All right, so who do I want to try and go after here in this? Because I throw there, Ares there. That won't do me any good for Gorghadra later, because I need a double to stay in this game. There's not many. If I go over there, take 1, throw. I could do that. Still only 6 damage. Not what I want. Alright, I'm going to have to do this because that was a good play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 1.
Okay. Where's Gorghadra going?
Gorghadra. So I gotta do that, and then Gorghadra's gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there.
Okay.
Hang on, can I do more damage? 1 plus 6. It's actually the same amount of damage no matter what I do.
Alright.
I want that double so bad.
Doubles are good.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to just eat that and
Okay.
just settle for a tiny bit of damage to be
I like
happy.
it. I like it.
Alright, so we're gonna body slam into there.
Okay.
So
I am an 8.
alright.
If you miss me, I move away. So.
Yep. Well, if you miss, that's
Yeah, that's true. I guess. Yeah.
if I miss, I've got bigger problems.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Alright. Just because the dice have not loved me lately.
All right. 4 and 8. Boom.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9.
You got her?
Barely.
So smashing me right here.
Yeah.
Boom.
In line with her. Whoa, dice explosion.
Boom.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, putting me at 6.
All right, and I get 2 back for destroying the building.
You do.
And all right. Now Gorghadra is gonna throw Hammerklak backwards. Well, backwards for Hammerklak.
This way or this way?
Ooh, I like that better. We're going sideways.
Okay, sounds good.
So I need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice minimum.
Okay.
I was gonna have 5 anyway. Actually, I'm gonna get more back than I anticipated because I'm gonna squash a bunch of you guys. So we're gonna do this.
Okay.
And that also prevents you from messing with me that way.
But I want to mess with you.
I know. But I hate that. I love using the teleport rule. I hate it being used against me.
Yes.
All right. So yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
4
5,
right
6.
there.
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
So going this way.
5.
And where do you want me to be?
So I want you to land right on the corner there.
Okay,
Just
sounds
push
good.
those
So you're
two
getting
swings.
2. So you're gonna get 5 back, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because I get the 3 from
Yep.
the building and then 2 for the split suits.
Yep. Squeaks eye, squeezes. Yeah. Squeaksy. So that's gonna do. Oh, and read your card. I believe you do super damage now. So 1, 2, 3 is what I would normally take. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and you also get an additional
Okay,
super.
so I'm gonna go down to 2.
Oh, right, because Hammerklak isn't. I forgot.
And I will go to left player, monster overlay.
All right.
All right. Cool.
Coming out.
Okay, so I have to take a unit turn, and you have a partial monster turn. So I need to make sure that I have somehow screened stuff, which I don't know if I can actually do. Okay, what do I have for units that can crunch you? Has his defense gone up?
His defense has gone up by 1, yes.
Okay.
So I'm at 9 now with Gorghadra.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
That's a cool super damage roll with Gorghadra. I never realized. He's actually a decent brawler.
Yes. Oh, he's real good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. So this is my only second time playing Destroyer. Besides, when I started this game, I bought both the starters, and so me and my wife played a couple games just to see if I liked it. And I tried Destroyer, and then this game. And then I played one at Attack X against Jason, I believe his name was.
Yep.
And then this. So
Nice.
Jason was my guinea pig for trying an actual full 20 models.
Yes. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I scooch over to there to secure that. All right. So I'm gonna figure out the way this is going to work for me. Okay. So we will go ahead and start by spawning a Taskmaster for 2 here. I'm going to spawn a Chomper. This Chomper's going to go up and chomp, yeah. Chomper's going to chomp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will spawn a Destructomite here. Okay, and Destructomite does have all terrain, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're
He
correct.
does. Okay. So that's there. And we're going to spawn a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't get there. Oh yeah, I can with that too. So I can get one more in there. Another Chomper that I can spawn. I will spawn in there. I'm going to bump spawn for an elite Chomper, so I'm going to spend the 1.
Yeah, bumper.
Spawn 1 more for a regular Chomper. Yeah. Alright, and then we'll do some moving. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5.
Are you trying to damage my Gorghadra?
I'm doing my best. That's not gonna...
Okay, this is a unit turn. Have you learned? We don't attack monsters on unit unless we have a Carnodon dance party.
Yes, I'm gonna go there. So he gets an extra speed for being within 2 squares of this gentleman. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure I'm not cheating with a speed of 5.
No, I think you're right.
Speed of 5 is correct. Alright, so we're gonna have those 4 babies going against you. So I get 3 for each Chomper. The Destructomite gets 1, I want to say. Destructomite gets 1, and the Taskmaster gets 2. This is still not great odds. So I've got 3, 3 is 6, 3, and 3 is 6, and 1, 2, 3 is all good. All right. And your defense is 9. You go down to an 8 for flank.
All right, come on, nice. Be nice. Be nice.
That'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Right.
5. So you will take 1 point of damage. Good job, Chompers. Chomper's gonna chomp. All right, and that is me, sir. It's gonna be over to you.
All right, so I'm taking a monster turn.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the immortal question. Do I go for, I can get a double if I play the dice right?
I like it. So Gorghadra goes down to 2, correct?
Yeah, Gorghadra's on 2 according to my card in math.
That's what I got.
All right, so monster turn, so I'm powering up for 4.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm going to 1, 2, right into there.
Mm-hmm.
Then Gorghadra is going to diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4,
Mm-hmm.
and 5, 6.
Okay.
And then,
Take 1 more point of damage.
yep, it's well worth it. And then I'm going to spend, I have to wait to spend the dice because I need Ares out of the way to line myself up again.
Okay.
All right. Wait, this is not as good of idea as I thought it was.
I like it.
No, I don't. Because I have to take another point of damage.
Ooh, I really like that.
No, because then Gorghadra's done.
Correct.
If I throw him there, my Belcher's in the way. Crap. Boo! Boo earns. You know what I could do? So if I play the dice, I still get 1 diagonal action, right? If I'm playing using dice. Actually, because he was there, right? So
Yeah, because you started here, so you've done 1 diagonal.
yeah.
And then 2, 3, 4. You're at 4 there.
Yeah. So if I go here,
Okay. 5.
hang on, I gotta think. Which this is hurting because I can't body slam him easy.
Correct. He's a slippery frisbee, or she.
She is a slippery frisbee. You know what? I think that's still my best odds of doing real damage.
Okay.
All right.
So you are not stepping in the fire then?
No.
Okay, so I'll put you back up 1.
Yeah, because I need to take 2 damage to do the double.
Okay.
And I almost should have went after Hammerklak now. But to deal for 5 damage, that's pretty good against Ares.
Seems good.
No, I should have went after Hammerklak. I'm regretting that now. All right,
Hammerklak was the correct choice.
Because he still needs 2. He has 2 life left, right?
That's right.
And Gorghadra was... Hang on, where was Gorghadra again? Right there?
Yep, right in here.
Yeah.
He was being bitten by everybody.
Okay. Because I can step over the big monsters.
The little ones,
Yeah.
Yep, you totally can.
Yeah. Okay, yes, I'm being indecisive.
Okay.
I'm going to be right there.
Okay.
Because I can't get the 6 damage, so it's not worth me risking
Sounds
my... Alright, so I'm going to be throwing Hammerklak into the building.
Okay.
And yes.
I am a 9.
More important. There we go, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, just enough. All right, where are you throwing me? How many did you roll?
I'm just literally throwing
Body
you,
slamming me. Okay.
which will throw 2 damage.
Yep. Boom.
Okay.
All right. So you'll get 2 power dice back because
No, I get no dice.
Oh, never mind. Yeah. You get 1 dice for killing me, but Gorghadra, he likes killing buildings.
Yeah, so I don't get anything back on the buildings.
I mean, he loves killing people, but.
Alright, so now I'm going to pick up Ares. And
Okay.
I'm going to throw him backwards into the corner there.
Okay.
Yeah, because I wanted to throw you right there, so I have it there, so I can throw backwards, but... There.
I am an 8.
That's going to make it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. And where am I going?
You're just going into the crystal, right there. Into the
All the way back?
Yep.
Okay. Boom. So I will take 3.
And I get 2 dice back. Yeah. I will be honest, I was thinking of kind of moving my guy around, because as soon as I lost my double, I was like, I need to
All good. 1, 2, 3, so that puts me at 8.
Yes, Internet, I'm indecisive when it comes to this stuff. Please laugh at me as you will. Luckily, me and Dave are gentlemen and let each other kind of fumble through our... And kill me now, sir.
All right, sounds good. The Internet's like, yeah, you need to do that. Yes. They're like, throw all the dice and you need to kill Hammerklak. You're in trouble.
Yeah, but the tempting was, I could deal with... If he put himself in position, I could...
And you have 2 left.
Yeah.
So I'm a speed of 7.
Internet, I cannot see the screen, so it doesn't help. Dave can see the screen.
1, 2. All right, so monster turn. So I'm going to go up by 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a very low power game so far. All right, so Ms. Ares is going to go. She is going to go 1, 2, 3. She was here.
Yep.
Can't see the thing. So 1, 2.
Sorry,
Oh, that's why I couldn't see the thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
I will mount Terra for 1. Going 1, 2. I will step for 1 to here. And then, so you only have 2 left.
Yep.
You just need to do 2. All right. And then you have a unit turn. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. So I think I just body slam in your defense of 8.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope, 9.
9, sorry.
Unless you have Disruptor or something.
I have flank, but that is only versus brawl attacks. So, or only works on brawl attacks. So I'm going to go ahead and body slam you. So we're going to go 1, I get 4, you're an 8. Oh yeah, I have to remember this. No, not that ability, that's that ability. Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So 2, 4, 6. I have to have this work. Nick's probably going to yell at me too that I need to make sure that this works. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Is Nick yelling at both of us?
They're like, this is really important. You need to make sure this works. All right, we're going to go for that.
Wait, this game is important. Are we like pros at this point or something, Dave?
Of course. We're on the interwebs. So apparently we're the end all be all of everything. So I'll do it. Here to go in there. I will destroy that. I will get 2 back.
And your god just
And that will be Mr. Gorghadra. Oh, and I will get 1 more back for killing Mr. Gorghadra.
And so
and 1 more back for this.
Yes. So question with the Rile, I don't get anything because he's out, right?
That is, how does it read?
When this model is damaged or destroyed. Yeah. So,
Okay, there you go. There you
yeah. So I give him extra.
There.
You know, I gotta take every power dice I can get.
Yes. And oh, this is a thing here. And I will. You have a full unit turn coming. I think I am happy there. Already Mount Terrid. I will. Yeah, I'm gonna be happy there.
All right, so let's start pooping guys out.
So Mr. Gorghadra is down.
And there, and a Shinobot. Now, here's the question of the day. Do I want to switch buildings around?
I don't know.
Because what does the Void Gate do again?
The Void Gate allows me to move a unit within 3 squares, so it can be mine or yours, or I can promote a unit to a grunt anywhere on the board. So okay, I spend 1 action dice to promote to a grunt.
Yeah, okay, so no, there's nothing I really am set on stone on. In that case, might shift that over just for fun, but alright, so. And we are going to bring out this right here, because this is going to be fun. I can't do it this turn, unfortunately, what I want to do.
You spent your 2 for your jet?
Yep.
Cool.
I had no monster
It's an
dice.
expensive jet.
Yeah, but it's going to be fun. Because
cool
if I'm playing a list, let's be honest, there has to be Carnatrons or Carnodons. There is a...
Yeah. There's going to be a dance party of some sort coming.
Yes. Sorry, I put an elite out back. So
yeah,
I didn't
no
mean to. Okay, I spent a dice, so move him 1. Alright, I'm going to move him again, just there. And this is sort of useful at this point, but not yet. And I'm going to spend 1 more dice. And, yep. And I want somebody cheap. None of my guys are cheap left. So here is the one thing I will say I'm not liking about the UberCorp. Everything's expensive.
Yeah, you really need that UCI building.
Yeah,
you're gonna have it secured all the time anyway, so you can just enjoy the cheaper units while also reaping this sweet ability.
Yeah. So this guy's gonna move here.
Okay.
This Vanguard boom, over here, and so and then this guy is going to move over here.
Okay.
All right, so this guy is going to go like this. This guy's going to go like this. UberCorp jet. I gotta wait because I need to make sure I have enough dice off the spawn point. I'm gonna move him up 1. I'm gonna go back there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pay because I'm now controlling Mount Terra again. Thank God. 1 to Tentonic shift. 1, 2.
Okay.
For Cybercon, which I love. Whoever sculpted this model, amazing. It's probably one of my favorite in the game.
It's a very cool model.
I was not even going to play Destroyers, and then I saw that model, and I was just like, oh my.
He's real good.
Alright, and I'm going to call my movement. Actually, my Hunter can take a pot shot for fun, can't he? Alright, the Hunter is going to shoot your Chomper.
Okay.
Or actually, let me make sure I'm being fair. Or
I think you're range 5.
It is range 5.
They're good at shooting.
Yep. Alright, so...
Going after a Chomper?
Yep.
Alright, so I am... so there's an Elite Chomper or regular Chomper. I'm assuming you want to go against the Elite?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm a defense 4, goes down to 3.
You
got it.
4. Alright.
Boom.
And I'll take my red dice. And... Sir, kill me now!
All right, so I'm going to take a monster turn. So you have a full monster turn coming. No way I can get you into 2.
Nope, that was why I put the jet in, because I've had a dirty abduct rule.
Yep. So I can do that, step back to there, make you take damage. All right. So I'm going to take a monster turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I feel this is a very odd game for power.
Yeah, we're both kind of not generating a lot.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. There. What's the benefit of going there instead?
I don't know.
Get you there. Get you there. All right, so I'm going to go just fly up to here. Bloop. I am going to throw you. What's your defense?
It is at a 8.
8, okay. So I get a 4. 6. I'll do one more of those just to make sure. 6, 7, 8 and a half. Okay. That'll get you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to toss you back this way and just land you right there.
All right, here's the lead.
Yep, leave it.
Bloop. Bloop.
So you're going to take
1, 2, 3.
3, and then I am going to step back. Let's just see.
It has a step back rule?
No. I'm just looking where I want to end up landing after all is said and done.
Okay. I was just like,
yes, I have rules. I'm just lying about. That's what I do.
To be honest, you could probably. I have an Aries.
I can spend 1 to go to here. I'll spend 1 more to go to here. And then I will poop out a pod here. And that is my turn, and I'll just pause it for a moment.
Yep, no problem.
And I'll get all my dice
Yeah.
and such. So that goes to unit. These go to here. And we'll update health. So I'm going to get 2 power back for that. Oh, I actually get a... No, I didn't kill anything.
No.
I keep confusing this and this.
Fair enough.
This is energy cycle for power dice, effectively.
Yes.
So, all right. So you took 3 damage. So you're down to oh, and you'd already taken 1.
7 on
So
that.
you're down to 7.
Yep. All right, our math is correct.
Yep.
Neither of us is trying to cheat.
Cool. And that is me, sir. So over to you.
With the card. All right, so I have to do a monster turn. So I get 4 with there, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Hammerklak is still alive on the screen. Good job, Dave.
It's all good.
Who's running this operation anyway?
Yeah. Right now, I wish I had cracked Noctis so I could just
Hate that guy.
just because he's good. All right, so
just walk forward.
Tentonic. So 1, 2, and then we're going to move his 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right into here.
Yep.
And then I have to take the 1 damage to get into position, and I'm going to throw the annoying spaceship.
Are you still in alpha?
Yep, I'm still in alpha.
Whoops, I put you to 0, sorry. You were at
7, 6.
Sorry, I'm sorry, you're dead. You're dead. Typo killed you.
Okay, guys, it's been a good game. All right, so I'm going to throw Aries.
Okay. Where are you throwing me?
I really want to do something stupid.
I like it.
But it's not productive stupid.
No.
I know. I know. You like it when I do stupid stuff. To be honest, it either goes really good or really bad. Alright, so I'm going to throw you backwards. The power, I'm going to get, hopefully, in theory, 2 back for the building. I've got enough power that I can burn a little. Because even if you have a partial monster or a good unit, so it can go either way. Because I'm in no good throwing position really in that spot there. So I'm not too worried about that. Alright, so we're going to do this. I'm going to throw lots of dice.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, you'll do it.
Alright,
Where
so
are you tossing me?
just on the corner, so it's still a toss, not a throw, because otherwise Ares is an absolute nightmare.
Body slam.
Yeah.
So I'm just there.
Alright, so Ares will take 3 and go into hyper.
3.
I get 2 back for the destroyed building.
Fun. And Ares is in hyper. Left overlay, monster 2. Bloop. There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
And kill me now.
Alright, so I'm going to take a monster turn, I think. So 1, 2. Oh man, the lines are messing me up. So there's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I can't get there. Okay. So we're going to do that. Oh, I got to power up first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this time. Ooh, moving on up in the world. So she's going to float on over to here. She is going to... Those guys are there. She's going to do a body slam. So I'm going to do 1. Cybercon is defensive 8.
Correct, sir.
Okay. So she gets 4. Sadly, she does not get better on her.
I like that.
She's got some cool, like, I can shoot you and move away type stuff, but I guess I need to do the damage to you.
Ares is honestly one of those.
She's kind of tricky. She does some cool, tricky stuff. Oops, I'm.
It seems to be, as the last monster standing, not quite as good.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
in her hyper, she can't poop guys out now. So.
Oh, thank God.
She can manufacture, so if she hits one of your guys, you can poop guys out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be fine. All right. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I gotta roll that too. All right, looking for an 8.
Come on, no 8.
That'll be an 8.
2, 4, 6, 7.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are
yes!
right. You are right.
Oh!
Okay, whiff.
Finally.
Whiff.
So
Nice. Good double checking.
Well,
yeah, that looks fine.
To be honest, usually the dice are against me.
All right, so there we go. So that's that. So I have not Mount Terra'd yet. What do I want to do? I can't Mount Terra out far enough. Go 1, 2, 1, 2. Nope. And I don't have any other defensive tech. And you have full monster turn coming. You roll 1 more dice, Dave. Alright, do I have anything else? Still steady, hit and run, manufacture, and I can't poop a dude out. No. And I'm stuck there. Alright, that's over to you, sir. You should take a unit turn.
We both know that's not happening. Alright, so I'm going to take a monster turn. And so I'm going to power up. I go back to full.
Mm-hmm.
Now, question of the day. Oh, no, I can't. It's surrounded in any other way. All right, so I'm going to have to do exactly what you wanted to do, and I'm going to throw you over 1 space.
Okay. Just throwing me that way?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right, so
I am a defensive 8 because my defensive stats do not go up in hyper mode. All of her juicy stuff is in, tends to be in more in the alpha mode. She does have hit and run to give the other dudes hit and run. Right, looking for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you got her.
all right.
And you want to throw me directly on top of your hunter, right?
Oh, yeah, nice try. I don't think I'm allowed to.
You are.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to target.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to take 3. 1, 2, 3. That's putting me at 2.
Okay. And do I want to mount Terra? It doesn't do me any good. You can throw me either way. If there, you can't. You have to throw me that way. If I move anything, it actually gives you a double throw. So, go.
All right. So I'm going to take a. Oh, I'm going to take. I've got one elite chomper left. You've got. You've still got 8. Oh no, you got 6. Yeah, 6.
Yep, 6.
Oh, sorry, I was counting the wrong way.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
6.
I'm not trying to cheat.
No, I was cheating for you.
Okay.
I was cheating for
Wow, I've never heard of somebody trying to cheat for you. Like,
I'm helping. Okay.
I can just picture Cartman's voice in my head. I'm helping. I'm helping. I don't know why.
So I need to throw you if I take a monster turn. I just need to throw you far away, maybe, because then you have a partial monster turn coming.
Man, we've really smashed up the board this game.
Yes, yes, indeed we have. I have 2 health left, so I could throw you. I'm not getting any power left. Oh, I guess I could. Oh, I could do that. But then I'm floating in the breeze there. So if I do that, then I can go this way, but I only have 1 dice to go. Need to run away, possibly. So I have hit and run. So if I hit you with an attack, I can immediately move 3 spaces.
I'll throw me into hyper, thanks.
My range, yeah, then you get all the things.
Or do I just win when Cybercon goes to hyper?
Yes, exactly. Okay, I think I need to hit and run to try and. I mean, you're still going to be able to get to me, no problem. Otherwise, I'm going to do. Max I can do is 2 damage versus 1 damage, or I throw you all the way down there. Throw you all the way over there, throw you all the way over there. Yeah, because I have nothing I can do to manipulate where you are. Throw you down that way.
I'm actually waiting for like
Taking
rule.
a monster turn.
I'm waiting for like a rule to come out where you're able to manipulate another monster like in 1 space.
5.
Imagine how useful that would be.
That would be. Well, is it Sergeant Titanica? One of the models has a motivator, which is what he gives to everybody. So makes everybody faster.
Well, no, I mean like you're able to manipulate my monster.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
Because like, how many times have you been off by 1 square and it's
Yeah. Do I want to put the damage on you or just toss you all the way away? But then I have to throw a lot of. I have to put the damage on you. All right. She's gonna float to here.
Okay.
Bloop. She's going to. So if I throw you that way, you then have to possibly come through there. All right. So I'm gonna toss you. So I'm gonna throw 1 of these. I'm gonna throw 4 of these. 6 of these, and you were an 8, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. 8s are hard.
Yep.
Okay. Looking for another 8.
Yep.
Oh, geez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
You got
so
it.
you're gonna go this way.
So I'll take 2.
I'm gonna take 2.
All right, I get my hyper.
That back. Yeah,
2.
Get any.
4.
And I'm going to.
Oh, sweet! I get rapid fire.
Nice. Oh, that's bad.
That's bad for you.
That is bad for me. And then I'm going to mount Terra and go 1, 1, 2. I guess that doesn't really help me.
And Cybercon gets penetrator. Woohoo!
Yes. That's cool. All right. Yeah, I don't think there's anywhere I can get to be safe.
All right, so people, like, I've never actually read the Cybercon.
So you have three dice in your.
Yep.
Okay.
But the Cybercon in Hyper is holy cow.
1.
You lose his strip mining abilities, but who cares?
All right.
All right. I'm gonna take a monster turn. Power up. I load my dice again. You know what? Let's go for a bang.
Yeah.
All right. So 1,
Oh, I got it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mount Terra. There. I'm gonna throw you.
And sorry, you're at what's your health at right now? 4.
4 is what I'm seeing.
4.
All right.
So you are right player.
All right. So I need a. You have an 8 with penetrator. I need a 7. So I'm gonna be throwing.
Oh, you got penetrator. Nice.
I'm gonna throw them right in there.
Okay.
And
that's a lot of dice.
Yeah, because
and that's gonna go kerploo.
Boom and deal the.
And 1, 2. Nice.
Good game.
Good game, sir. Oh man, I should have thrown the extra power dice on that one. I mean, it's still. I would have put you down on the damage, but it's still it's tighter that way. That would have helped to make the difference.
Well, the other thing is I would have been out of place because you basically left yourself exposed because you.
Yeah, because you were supposed to have landed here was the idea. So,
yeah.
I'll just.
Yeah, but the one thing is, holy cow! Like Cybercon in Hyper. That's quite a shift in the monster. Like Cybercon in its regular form, I'm playing him because I love the model.
Yeah.
Like the strip mining is situationally good, but he can mow down units.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, he has a strip mining or seismic step rule. So when he does a stomp power attack, if it's successful, he's able to do a second. He's able to move and do
one step and then do a second one, which is pretty cool for all the potential, like something like over here.
Yeah,
would have been
very situational.
It is, yeah. The nice thing about it is Stomp does get you the power dice, so that's potentially a lot of power dice coming your way, which is nice.
But the hyper mode is just
because he's got some nifty.
He's got Demolisher, Rapid Fire, Spotter. In his blast, he's got Siphon. So I take one of your power dice.
Yeah.
And then in his power move, he's got Penetrator. So the trade-off is his defense doesn't kick up like most monsters.
Right. Yeah.
But still, like that's one of the best hyper shifts.
Yeah, he's got some nifty stuff that he does.
Yeah.
I might have been better off too, like after that mist. Because she's got a range of 5, so I might have been better running away and shooting at you to do the 1 damage. Because then when I could be at the max, and then when I hit you, I get to move 3, so that would have put me farther away. You're still chasing me down at that point, but then you have to spend the dice trying to hit the 2 shots, for example. So I think that probably would have been the better plan.
Well, because at the end of the game, it's basically because of. Like destroyers, here's one thing: they get power dice easy with the pods.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm used to playing against protectors, so it's usually me. I have like max power easily. Like I'm usually making at least 6 power a turn. So this was a weird one for me because I'm only securing there, and I only had the 1 power node as well. Or that one later on in the game. But normally I have like those secured and 1 or 2, and that secured as well, but I'm usually like a crawler or something sitting here. So I felt a bit power starved there.
Which for me, this was a new one to be like.
Yes.
I'm not used to having I'm used to having to generate through the Rocket Aid.
They do power well. That's for sure. It's just the power pod alone is just getting the 2 is pretty great. So.
Well, because to get a building, you have to have your 3 models secured to it, minimum.
Yeah.
Like in this case, I'm controlling 2 with 5.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
Yeah.
But like the power pods having that 2-on-1.
Yeah.
And it's a very low cost, very high.
And you can get some really cool action efficiency or spawning efficiency if you play around with rather than placing him out. Spawning him, so because you might have had to like spawn bump or something to get him to fit, but because he's got the transport rule, right?
No, I used the transport.
Oh, you did over there. Yeah. Oh, that's right, because you can only use it once per turn anyway. So so that's a pretty handy rule too.
No, that's the only reason I took the saucer was that.
Yeah, exactly. It gives you a flying unit, which you got anyway.
In this game, you have to have a couple flying units in your.
You really need, because it's not so much on this map, but on like Destruction Junction, you've got a lot of pools in your way that you have to be able to stand in the pool. I guess here you do too, but.
Or even Island of Annihilation has a lot of water on it.
Yeah, the water and the volcano and stuff, and just flight is. That's why I often have I typically tend to have at least 3 squicks in a list because their speed 6. Speed 6 with the high mobility and the flight.
Well, that was why I took the Vanguards.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. And they actually, if you wanted to, because do they disintegrate buildings or do they?
No,
or they just get extra dice, right? By default.
Yeah, they just get an additional boost dice when they're attacking against a building.
Right. Okay.
So
is it called destabilize? Oh yeah, because
it's called destabilize.
Right. So when it's that because this one says faction. So yeah. So they like destroying buildings. So that's
most of the destruction. There's some rules, which is kind of funny because like the protectors that like what's their like equivalent rule? Like the destroyers always have something in there that if you destroy buildings, you get like power dice.
Yeah. Well, they have Defender X. Defender X is safeguard. And they can repair. That offsets a lot of stuff, right? So it's.
I find the expense for repairing a little, and also the time just.
Yes,
this is a short game.
It's much better if it's like something that's incombustible, so that it only takes 1 dice, and then you're good. You're good to go. Like being able to like right there, if that had been your guard defense base or something, for example, being able to just bang and you're good to go, makes it a lot easier. But yeah, it takes a couple of turns unless you've done something janky like
2 repair shots on the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, exactly. Which is a lot of resource sink.
Yeah, because like that's one thing I was finding. Like at the start of the match, we were talking about the Imperial State Building, and like when we first got it, I think it was on. No, I don't know if it was on stream or not. But when I first started, I was thinking, "Holy cow, this is gonna break the game." But what I found, what was happening is I just think so many resources.
You have to plan for it, and you often have to do it early as well before stuff gets secured. So.
Well, I even like because I think I was using it first turn. If I got the first. And because I was taking away your Statue of Liberty, thinking that would give me a strategic advantage.
Yeah, my Imperial State Building, yeah.
But like I use the Imperial State Building is a staple in the list. It's a get out of jail card when you need it.
There are lots of people who are going to be putting apartment buildings in your back line and putting there's kind of that play of either I build my perfect kind of back line, but on the flip side, my opponent gets to build his back line, or I be a jerk and I put it's not a jerk move. It's a strategic.
I wouldn't call it a jerk.
No, it's perfect. It's a perfectly strategic move. But typically, what's going to happen is I put an apartment building in your back zone. You're going to do the same thing. So then you're in this like your backfield is offset anyway. So you kind of have to choose whether. Which you can mitigate with the Imperial State Building after the fact if you want. But it just takes the extra resources to kind of swap things around. So.
And one thing I've just found that I really appreciate with the game, the buildings are useful, but they're not overpowered.
Yeah.
And so like if you've seen the stream, because I played quite a bit on here now with Monsterpocalypse, I don't think me and you have ever really played that dropping the apartment buildings to the back line. Because I really find it's more beneficial to have your corner
being able to do your proper plan, because if it really sucks. I mean, it does really throw a wrench in if you've got an apartment sitting here in your triple secure, basically, because that forces you to deal with it. But with the Imperial State Building, all you do is you've got that in your back line anyway, or whatever. You plan to secure that on the first turn, and then you just swap anyway, and then you've got what you want. So because the only way to really deny that is if you have destroyed the building that I really want, or if you swapped it over to your side and then you're securing it, which is again a lot of resource sink to get in there. But
because this like the main point of this game I've just seen is where you're allocating resources.
It's huge, yeah.
And where you can sink the least amount of resources to get a bang for the buck. So like in this case, like I carry an Imperial State Building in case, but like because me and you play more tactically in the back end, and we just sacrifice. We want to set up what we want to do what we want. I've never really used the Imperial State Building once I kind of got over that. It's a huge resource suck.
Well, that's also one of the things that if your opponent has one as well, he knows, and you've got one, that he knows that if you spend the resource, so he's going to spend the resources to swap things to kind of put you over, but you then have the ability to get it back if you really need to, kind of thing. So it kind of plays a bit of a mind game to have people kind of figure out which way they want to go. But if you don't do that, the other thing is if you don't do the Shadow Sun thing, you can get your sweet 6+. I think 7 is the best you can get for power in the first turn.
No, there's more than that. There's a perfect storm. I kind of
tried. Oh, okay.
There is a perfect storm.
Right.
I need to.
Yeah. With how many dice there are and stuff and how much you're spawning. If you have Defender X, you'll get an extra one as well.
It
But then
was
you're offsetting for here. So, but yeah, you can get if you really work at it, you can get a fair amount of power. But it's you don't really if you're going first, you don't really need that much power unless you've got something like Rogzor or Terracon or Sky Sentinel where you're going to be able to get up, and if you've got a comm array or something secured, you can shoot into their back lines, take out a key building. Like I love Rogzor. Like that's probably him with something else. Hammerklak is nice because he's got the high mobility and stuff, but I played a lot of Rogzor just because I like shooting stuff, and I really like the backline disruption. I think that's kind of my game. So he's pretty potent. So if you haven't played against Rogzor, guys, he's got an ability called Devastation, where
he's annoying.
If he hits a building, the building explodes, and you take what the amount of strikes that you rolled against the building, you compare that against all units that are adjacent to the building, and it also destroys, not returns from play, destroys all of the units that are adjacent. So typically you're getting 2 power dice for the building destruction, and you're typically getting at least 3 power dice for the unit removal as well. And he's got a range of 5, so if you've got a comm array, he's range 6. So there's on all of these maps you can reach out and basically touch the back line if you've got like the Imperial State Building, if you step a couple of times. So you can definitely take advantage of that. So I really like that. Shadow Sun I think is pretty huge too, being able to cause some disruption is nice.
But one thing I've now kind of found the counter, not quite the counter, but with that is you just have to accept you're going to get disrupted.
That's basically what it is these days. Like the big thing is if your opponent is disrupting you, but you don't have any form of disruption, that's when it really hurts. Like
I don't use the form of disruption.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's what, like, the way I'm kind of was looking at it is because it's only disruptive if you're counting on those for the power dice.
Mm-hmm.
In this particular game, so with Defenders, it's a lot harder. To be honest, I haven't solved the puzzle yet.
Right, yeah.
Like,
you've got...
you don't have the power pods. The power pods, in my mind, negate the disruption that's caused because, and so you can get 8 with saucers and power pods on a perfect first turn.
Okay.
It's a waste of resources.
You have to really fiddle with it. Because on the first turn, you typically don't have a lot.
Sorry, it clicked how I did it.
Yeah, no worries.
But with the Defenders, I haven't figured out the perfect strategy yet because, what was it? The game I got the double, what cost me it was I was in a rush to get rid of the Shadow Sun because I know Dave's going to use it. If I see the buildings coming out, I know it's coming.
If it stays midfield, it's going to get used. And lots of guys are taking 3, and that way you have 1 on your back line, 1 there, and then kind of 1 off to the side as well, so you can send it through either direction to either side of the field.
But even with the 1, so when you're playing Destroyers, the power pods kind of negate that first turn. The Protector version, I kind of have an idea. I'm going to try it next time I play Protectors, so hopefully I can show it on camera. Might be wrong. You got
to play around with the dice, and you can do funky things if you're like securing, if you get the bump spawn secure on your faction building, and then you're getting free stuff too, and you can get all of the different places. So
no, it's different playing Destroyers because it's the rules kind of flip the way you want to run it.
Yeah, they're much more. They like to be now. This list likes to be sort of aggressive. Like Hammerklak is aggressive because he's fast and he hits stuff hard. He's got decent defensive stats, and if you miss him, he steps away, which is nice. But he is only 10 health. Ares is Ares seems like you really have to, I think, learn the best ways to use her because she's got steady, which means you don't roll blue dice when you're doing body slams. So you have to kind of.
So that screwed me up a few times because I needed to throw at least that 1 square.
You have to kind of figure out where you want her to land because you can potentially leave her in more risky places because if they have to potentially put a lot of resources into that body slam because they're not getting the blues. But I think she's going to take some work to kind of figure out the best way because she's got She's got the power pod creation, and she also has manufacture under brawl. So if I go here and if I hit you, this becomes a Martian model as well.
Nice.
So she can kind of, if you plan it well enough, you can kind of create screens that way, which is nice. Abduct is her big thing. Her big play is you move forward, you spend 1 to abduct the screen away, then you step in, then you throw her body slam, and then you kind of rinse and repeat from there.
Yeah. So that was one thing that was like if you're playing against a Zora Max player, that would be because I like Zora Max. Its big thing is you're able to use him as a teleport point.
Yeah. The screen.
Ares negates that effect because you know you have to spend 2 dice, so it is still somewhat resource heavy, but it's still you can get rid of screens, which in Monsterpocalypse is
pretty huge. Yeah, positioning and screening. I mean, if you have the ability to do it, it'll be really interesting. I'm not sure if you've seen the rules for Olgoth yet. He's the big like walking pus monster of like it looks like he's got like eggs and stuff. He's literally like this gigantic blob, and he's got rules where I think I don't know whether if he hits you, a unit poops out, but also anytime he gets damaged, a unit poops out. So he's got a lot of, I can't remember what all it is. Oh, and he's got the equivalent of steady, but for throws. So you don't get blue dice, because he's huge.
Yeah.
The idea is that it's gigantic, so you don't get blue dice when you throw him.
Ooh, that's going to be
some funky rules that way, so it's kind of interesting. So
that's not going to be fun, because the throwing is a big part.
That's pretty huge. And then you're having to throw a lot more resources into making sure those throws hit. And when you damage them and stuff, there's going to be units that pop out anyway, so... and there's some new blisters of units coming. I think it's 1 blister of units coming out for Lords of Cthulhu at the same time. I think that's coming in November. So
well, because like the next releases, because I've been busy. I've been bad and haven't been following the releases.
all good. Gorghadra is coming out in October, and the UCI building came out this past Friday.
Which reminds me, so I need to go to my local game store.
Yes, I have mine. I just got the message like a couple of hours before he came that it arrived, and it's going to be. I think that's going to be a big one, because me having, for example, if I had my guard building on the board, which I probably always will once I've got that, because and here's my lovely guard building, guys, for any who may still be tuning in. So this matches my guards. It's got the protector symbol there, it's pretty neat. It's got the cool shading on it and stuff. But I'll probably always have that on the board once I have the UCI building, because having that sit back here and then I missed that key throw, being able to roll a couple of dice to re-roll is going to be huge. So
well, especially like if you're playing this game, how many times is there that critical like that was, I would say, a critical point in the game. That was the turning, was that miss. Yeah. Because up until that point, me and you were neck and neck. And it was...
at that point, because Ares isn't a frontline fighter, so she, especially once she's into her hyper mode, because she loses kind of her defensive stuff. So she, other than, I mean, hit and run is kind of defensive because she can shoot you and then move away, but then she's only doing 1 damage. And
you're against Cyberconk, who is... Let's be a bit of a hyper. He's the one you want in the front row.
He's got to beat, because he's got Penetrator on his power attack, which is awesome, and does he have Rapid Fire?
Yes, he does.
So it's pretty. Does he have special stuff where he it's Siphon or something?
Yeah, Siphon's on his blast.
Yeah, so that's pretty nice too. So you could potentially strip off 2 power if you manage to hit both.
It's only 1. So I take 1 of your dice. So you lose a red, I gain a red.
Yes, but you got Rapid Fire too, right? Or do you have Rapid Fire and Siphon at the same time, or is it? Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty. So if you shoot me twice, I could lose 2, and you could gain 2.
True, but but I just see it as a bit of a waste of resources.
Yes, If that's, you're only wanting to do that if you don't have like a good thrower body, which you typically have. I mean, we were getting a little. We were getting to the point where there weren't as many buildings around and throw lines and stuff. But it's nice to potentially have. Like, that could be good against something like Armadax. Oh. You're shooting at def 7.
Oh, Armadax
is he range 5?
Yeah. So, actually, he's a good counter to Armadax, because Armadax is just, like...
He's trundling along, so you could be pew-pewing him and moving back if you wanted or whatever.
Yeah. Because Armadax is just a pain. It's a battle of... atrocity. Like, it's just, it takes forever.
Yeah, I hate that guy. Unless I don't mind him if I'm playing Rogsor with Belchers or something like Sky Sentinel with Planes.
Yeah,
Because then
Sky Sentinel.
you have the bodies you're getting extra blue dice, so you can pretty reliably plink him down. Because he's got 12 health, which is painful.
Yes, but his counter
awesome.
is he doesn't have any like super special rules for his attack. He's a defensive turtle.
He punches. He likes to destroy stuff. So he's got Gorghadra's. I can't remember what it's called.
Hang on, what's that? Demolisher.
There you go, Demolisher. So he likes that, but yeah, he's kind of trundling up the board, not taking as much damage because, of course, he's got his lovely shells.
But then again, that's also like General
Hondo, yeah.
Hondo, he has that.
Yeah, he's got it in his alpha mode.
And he's got some interesting rules that I think I'm wondering who's going to buy him to roll out here.
Yeah, he's got some pretty nifty. I can't remember what all the rules are.
Me neither. I read them and they were like, it's going to be an interesting mix.
Yeah, he's basically a big time shooty guy. Like he might have. I don't know whether he has Devastation. He might have Devastation on his big gun. I can't fully remember.
I just remember like reading his card and I'm like, that's like I was thinking of him and again, Zora Maximus is one of my favorite models.
Yeah.
But him in the back line because he has there's a one rule where it's like he makes the apes like the apes are good.
Yeah, I think he gives like cover to things around or something too. Maybe
he makes the apes a lot better.
Yeah.
The apes are already really.
The apes are good.
Yes. Yeah. So yes, as anybody who's watched, I have to keep plugging Buy a Rocket Ape. Buy a Rocket Ape.
Yes. If you're a Protectors player, Rocket Ape is a very good investment because it's dice in play. So he's got up to 3 attacks, and you roll 1 set of dice 3 times. I believe there's a range. It has to be within.
It has
a
to
couple
be within
of spaces.
No. Has to be within his.
Just within his range. So. But that's pretty huge because it's dice in play, so you're expending the white dice once and then rolling multiple times, which is pretty huge. I think does he have aim as well?
Yeah, that's if he doesn't move.
So he's got aim like the G tank. So the positioning can be a little funky, but he
transports is the way to go.
Yeah, exactly. Or spawn bumping him if you need to shoot something that's nearish your back line. And lots of cool models, lots of cool tech.
Well, hopefully, like some of us will start picking up some because there's a bunch of models. Like there's the new holy good, not Ubercorp, the Defenders, the Defender X's faction.
The Nova.
Yeah, the Nova.
She's coming in
November,
Christmas-ish, maybe. Yeah, maybe November. I can't remember. I looked at the schedule just the other day, but it's. Excuse me, I got it on my phone.
And then there's also the new Neoprene map coming out.
Yes.
That's the one I'm excited for.
That's November as well, I believe.
I'm excited for that. Can't lie. I did not pick up the Island of Annihilation Neoprene map because I'm cheap and I have an Island of Annihilation map that I got.
Yeah.
I got laminated.
Yep.
But I love the Neoprene map. The one you have is such a nice product.
I'm looking for because this is the non-laminated map, but we're still getting some glare like in that back corner and that corner just with the way the lights are and stuff. So it'd be really nice to get Neoprene. It would have been nice to have the original maps in Neoprene as well. But so for October we have Gorghadra coming out, and he's got some super cool rules. The interesting thing about him is he has a very small window for his hyper form.
Yeah.
So he gets he's super crazy in his hyper form, but he's got like I don't know if he's got like 4 health or something.
So it's lower than a regular.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. So you push him into hyper, and he might only get a couple 1 to 2 turns at that point in hyper. White Dijon, the big white.
Oh, that's one model I want. I like the look of it. Love it.
Olgoth is coming out in October. The unit pack for Lords of Cthulhu, so it's got 3 Snatchers, Elite Snatcher, and a Hellion in there. 8 Bomber and 8 Bomber Elite and Command 8 are coming out in October as well.
Which that's kind of like that surprised me because I thought all the Nova stuff would come out first. Like it seemed like they were doing a cycle.
Yeah, November is Nova, which is she's got some. I can't remember. I don't know what her full rules are. Yeah, have been.
She's a sniper.
She's a gun platform with. I think she might have super damage if I remember correctly. I might be mistaken there. But and then Zaxor, which is the Planet Eater with like the big like. He's got like big arm plate thingies on him. And then there's a new guard blister.
That's like they've got it's the punchy guard.
Yeah, the new Guard Blister, new Planet Eater Blister, and then the Carnage Corners is coming out in November. That's the triple building spot. So they're off to the corners, but it is a triple building throw for what's that, 5, 6, 7 damage in one throw if you can manage it. So that's pretty.
That's gonna be.
It is kind of out there, so you have to really
work at it.
Yeah, it's gonna take some work, but you can kill in one monster turn. You can kill a full health monster. Because if you throw over to here and then this way, that's enough to take out most monsters out there.
That's going to be interesting because I'm wondering what's going to happen is you're so focused on not putting your, like I'm wondering if you put yourself in danger just to stay out of that corner.
Yeah, it could very well be. It's going to be really interesting to see how that pans. I can't remember. I've seen pictures of the map, but I think that one has very very defined lanes of where your monsters can roam. Is it that map or is another one that I was just talking about?
I think that was another one.
Yeah, it might be another one, but there was at least one map that had, if you don't have high mobility or flight, there was like these are the lanes that you're going in, and you're basically stuck in those lanes pretty much, and unless you destroy something. So.
But yeah, no, I think that was another map that Oz was talking about because the Carnage Corner was pretty. I think it was close to here to Calamity, not close, but like relative to Calamity Park. It's just those triple corners are the scary part.
Going to be pretty
entertaining.
Yeah, I'll have to start looking at. There's so many. I need more time to play this game because there's just so many. I have all of the other models, including all the protector models. So I need to. There's lots of fun combinations and lots of cool stuff you can do.
Yeah, no, well, unfortunately we pretend to have lives,
yes. Yeah, I'm lucky to get one game in a week, so which is fine. I mean, we'll try to do sometime. I don't know exactly when, but we'll be doing a league sometime in the semi-near future. I know we have a Warmahordes Oblivion League coming up as well. But yes, for the league, for the Crush Hour League, so it is the Crush Hour Tournament Kit, which is the Donut Factory exclusive building. So it's basically the tournament kit, so it has foil cards and different things in it, but there are rules to play it as a slow grow. So you start with a small number of models, and then you assemble and paint and kind of work your way up from there. And there's a whole bunch of cool foil cards and stuff. So that's kind of fun. It encourages people to try it out. You start with like the 1 monster 5 unit on apartment buildings. Then each week you add like a couple of things until you eventually work up to like a tournament size 2 monster 20 unit buildings.
But even then, it's still relatively restricted. Like I was looking through the rules, and it's going to be interesting because look at our armies here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blisters. I'm kind of off the top of my head counting because I have both the Martian blisters because I've got both the Hunters.
Yeah.
I've got both the Uber Corp, and then the one. Yeah, so I've got 5. Like on the board, I've got 5 blisters. From what I can see with yours, you're not far off either.
Yeah.
Because the start it's 1 monster, 1 blister. So it's like starter pack or equivalent kind of thing.
Right.
And so.
And I think there's some restrictions as well. Like you're not allowed to take Ares.
And Planet.
Ares and Cthulhu are banned. Basically, the super powerful, because Ares is amazing in a 1 monster game. So is Cthulhu. There's a few that were, I think, banned.
You can only start with, it's like 3 of the monsters, I think.
Makes sense.
But it's going to be interesting because, like, ever since we've been playing this game, at least, I've been using whatever to try and build a list. So being back to that restricted is going to be, because, like, when I bought this game, I bought it for the Terracon because I love Godzilla.
Yeah.
And then I had the Defender box.
Yep.
But ever since then, I've kind of just used whatever I have in my bag. And it's going to be...
Well, there's so many cool combinations and stuff. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that.
Even to go back to a 1 monster is going to be weird.
Yes, yeah, it's completely different
game
mechanics because you can chain monster turns together pretty hardcore. Like, so it can be pretty interesting. Like beat sticks like Gorghadra is just like, I'm gonna just hit you 4 turns in a row, and so that can get interesting. And we also have, speaking of other streams, we have War Machine and Hordes. So we got the WTC coming up, so be sure to check that guys out. I'm sure there's some War Machine and Hordes folks out there as well. So that's going to be pretty big. We've got several British Columbian folks there representing in the various teams for Canada, so that's pretty exciting. So I don't recall what the times and things are, but I believe on at least a couple of the Warmahordes Facebook groups, they have all of the information for when the streams are and the links to all the Twitch streams. I believe they're streaming 5 tables at once, which is pretty awesome.
It's gonna be crazy to watch.
So yeah, so check that out, guys. You got the best teams in the world from all over the world, and some of the best players you'll ever see on camera. So that's going to be pretty sweet. But thank you guys for tuning in. We'll let you go with that. Appreciate you guys joining us. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to let us know. If we've made any mistakes, feel free to comment in the video afterwards.
Or laugh at us.
Or laugh at our mistake. Yes, mistakes as in we got rules wrong, or mistakes as in you should not have landed there. That was a really bad idea. We're open to that because that helps us to learn.
And in all honesty, this is just fun.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's just we're learning. There's lots of new models on the table to play around with. And,
even though now we're pros apparently because we're on YouTube.
Yeah. Once you're on the internet, you're the know all and be all of everything. So I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But yeah, be sure to hit like on the video, guys, if you're enjoying the content we're creating, and subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy the content we're creating, we typically swap between Warmachine and Hordes, Monsterpocalypse. We've also thrown in some Riot Quest. We did 40k at Attack X, so a little bit of everything. So we'll have posted next week what we'll be playing, and we'll take it from there. We do have an Oblivion League that will be starting sometime in the near future for Warmachine and Hordes as well, which is kind of a cool narrative league that starts you small, and it's kind of story driven. So there's different scenarios and things that happen based on which matches you win and that sort of thing. So that should be pretty interesting to see how that plays out as well. But thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next time. And hit stop.